Bingo! You know that game, bingo. Almost everyone in your audience will know the game bingo, where you have a bingo card and you match up a letter, B-I-N-G-O, along with a number. And when you get 5 across, it's bingo. You know that game. Can you use it in a panel discussion? Oh yeah. My name is Kristin Arnold, and I am a master facilitator and a leading authority on panel discussions. And yes, you can use bingo, especially during audience Q&A. Let's find out more. A few years ago, there was a panel discussion in Hall H at San Diego Comic-Con, and it was around Outlander. Now, I do like the Outlander books. I do like the show. And so I was curious about this panel discussion. I did not attend it. I read about it online, where the moderator used a very creative technique called bingo to intersperse into the panel discussion, particularly around some questions that she knew the audience wanted to ask. So she created a bingo card. This bingo card had all kinds of questions, from funny questions to serious questions like, what does Jamie wear underneath his kilt? To why did Claire figure out the what? So there were all kinds of questions that she then put up on the screen, and periodically during the panel, she would just call out a number, pull out a bingo ball, B12. Oh, that's this question. And then she would ask the question to the panel. It consisted of I think it was the producer, it was the 2 leads, as well as a couple of the characters. It was a lot of fun. You could use the same kind of technique to use a bingo card, either interspersed throughout or as kind of a way to supplement your audience Q&A. Let's find out how. In this video, I'm going to share the process that you can use to integrate a bingo card into your audience Q&A strategy. So let's dive right in. Okay, so let's talk about using a bingo card to supplement your audience Q&A. So the first step is that you make a list. You make a list of all the questions that you think the audience might be interested in. So you can ask the meeting organizer, you can ask your fellow panelists, you could look at social media threads, so you make a list. Step 2 is to make a bingo card. Now, you want to take the top ideas off your list, but the questions have to be short enough that you could put it in the bingo card. So all those long tail questions you can't ask, but something that's very simple, concise. You don't even have to put the question mark in there, but you want to make sure that they fit into your bingo card. Now, there are many, many online sources for make your own bingo cards. Many of them are free. I think the one I like to use is bingobaker.com. Go figure. But you want to make your bingo card. Step 3 is you want to show the card. Now, you can show the card on a PowerPoint screen. You can actually print out copies. If you really want to get crazy, you can give everybody different bingo cards. This bingo, most online things will randomize it for you. Or you could put it on people's seats. So as they walk in, they get a bingo card. We go, what's this? Or they sit down on their seat and they go, what's this? Or you display it at the appropriate time in your panel discussion. So at some point you want to think about how are they going to be able to see the card. So I'm just curious, because part of it is creating these bingo cards. I'm wondering what resources that you use, if you've ever created a bingo card for a panel or otherwise, or have you seen a bingo card at a panel discussion? Seems kind of random, but it is an awesome tool that you can use. I'd be curious to know what you think. Just put it in the notes below. And while you're there, if you don't mind, maybe hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. That would be awesome. Step 4 is to share the process. Now, you can do such as the Outlander panel and just explain that periodically you are going to be drawing from this list of questions. And that kind of just makes it lively. It's not particularly interactive with the audience, though. So if you want the audience interaction, handing out the bingo cards, especially if they are randomized, and then you just ask the audience to note when a panelist is answering the question, or when a panelist is using one of the words. That's another little variation. And that when they get bingo, either a 5 across, 5 diagonally, 5 down, I think I caught that, then they shout out bingo and you have a prize for them. So give them the rules and the instructions about how you're going to use the bingo card. So then you want to moderate the panel discussion using the bingo card, following the process that you use. Now, don't kind of keep in mind that this is a little bit more organic, and don't be surprised if the whole audience screams out at the same time, bingo. Then what are you going to do? So think through, are you going to have a prize? Are you not? Are you just going to thank the audience for being so attentive? So think about how you're going to integrate it in, follow through on how you plan to do it, and then when bingo happens, what are you going to do? So it's a great way to infuse a little bit of fun into your panel discussion. For other ideas, I invite you to check out my website, www.powerfulpanels.com. And as a panel moderator, if you're looking for ideas on how to moderate a panel, we have a free 7-part video series that you can access at www.howtomoderateapanel.com. Thanks for listening.